What is up, everybody? Welcome to week 2. We made it. We made it through 1 week of NFL football. I am Ryder, joined obviously by Christian, who is breaking out the Jesus chain early on in the season. Very early on. It's a bold choice.
The bold move, Cotton, for a bold move kind of guy. Took an L. It's not your fault, Ryder.
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
You're right. It's your fault. You did this.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
All that's to say, we had I would say, a pretty bog standard first week for sports bettors. I think we made maybe a lot of mistakes that a lot of people would have made, but all in all, we went 4 for 6, which I think is maybe a passing grade in some spots. Unfortunately, not a passing grade for parlays.
4 for 6, and we got. I think it's just we got greedy because we took the points with Eagles, and we even said that we're going to start off the year conservative, but we ended up taking the points because, and I'll give it to the Cowboys. They came out and they were respectable.
Yeah.
Yes, they lost, and yes, it didn't look like they were going to win, but I think they fought really well, and that's going to go consideration for the coming weeks for picks. So we got greedy with the Eagles game, and then we got extra greedy because we really wanted one more game, and we teeter-tottered on the Indy Dolphins game, and we ended up picking the Dolphins, which obviously is now they're in such shambles. But you made a point to me the other day that game's not our fault.
That's true. That's true. Everything that everybody has told us for the last 18 months has been that when the Dolphins are healthy, when Tua is healthy, the Dolphins win. And everything everybody's told us for the last 18 months is that Indiana Jones is not that great of a quarterback. And the Colts, not that great of a franchise. Everything was kind of leaning, and it was close. The Colts were 1.5 point favorites going into the game. Nobody saw. I'm sure somebody saw the Colts winning by that large of a margin. But that was
Danny Dimes flopping his thing out there and said, "Come and get."
Indiana Jones proved to the world why they call him Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
But if we start out the downfall of it all,
pick of the week, and that was our very last pick of week 1, and we teeter-tottered on it, and we just wouldn't have got greedy. We had a respectable week.
Yeah.
So this week, we're sticking to a conservative approach here. We'll see what the odds turn out. We'll
super conservative.
Actual bet. We're gonna play conservative, like I said in the last episode, our goal is to get 2 wins by week 6, because that'll take those winnings and we'll start amping up the second half of the year bets. And just to recap, we're starting the year with a total of $200 and see where we end up. Last year we started with $20 a piece, and we ended up with a decent chunk of change as the year went. So
yeah. Well, if we go back to the start of everything, where it all kind of fell apart, unfortunately, was a Thursday night game.
It fell apart the very first game.
Yeah, it's always sad to see when you got a parlay that includes the Thursday night game, and that's where it falls apart. I mean, we had the Eagles winning dead to rights. We decided to get greedy and went with the points of the Eagles sitting at -7.5, and it ended up 20-24. I don't know if that's a sign of the Eagles getting lazy or a sign of the Cowboys getting aggressive.
I think the Cowboys played a respectable game. That first half was pretty dang good on both sides. I don't even think there was a punt till the second half.
Yeah. I mean, you look back at it, I think what a lot of people are going to hinge on is the only reason that the Cowboys lost that game is because of CD's dropped passes, which he has addressed pretty vehemently in the last week, that ain't going to happen again.
Now, I
He
think the
himself has
Cowboys
come
come out
out.
swinging here.
Yeah,
Giants at Cowboys. That's our first ticket on the menu today. Talk about that divisional games. Cowboys' second divisional. Um, and I don't the way the Cowboys played respectfully against the Eagles. I don't hate that game.
yeah, yeah. I mean, for sure, the Cowboys showed up in a big way, and the Eagles looked a little bit complacent in
I think they're just on cruise control.
their
First game of the
play
year,
style.
just get it done, get it over with.
I mean, you look
But
back at
that doesn't. I'm not trying to say
Saquon Barkley held 60 yards for the game on 18
he
carries,
never broke loose that game.
and
He had some nice runs.
I don't know if AJ Brown even had any targets, let alone yards.
I think he had one catch for like 8 yards or something like that.
Guy wasn't touched. It was a weird game for the Eagles. It was a say something game for the Cowboys. And
I agree.
I think the Cowboys coming out on that, even though it was a loss, it was a respectable loss. I think respectfully.
If you're
We'll
a
put it that.
Cowboys fan, you should be pretty pumped for how they've played, and you have two first round picks coming your way.
Yeah. Now we move down to our international game, which we did not take anything on, but I did say Chargers win. Chiefs were -3 walking into it, and the Chargers come away with the win 27-21. The Chiefs were, I think,
Tired.
I think exactly how they were last year in a bunch of their games, but in a bunch of their games last year, it just went the other way. It was a one-score game, but for the Chiefs.
I think they just look tired. I think they're cashed. I read some stat the other day that in the past, since Mahomes took over, they've played 1,500 snaps. Or is it 1,500 extra snaps since Mahomes took over? So 1,500 snaps, think about 120 snaps a game. They basically played an extra since Mahomes showed up. I think they're tired.
Yeah.
They're still going to win plenty of games, but the big ticket games like this week, they're gonna get smoked.
That's what happens when
And
you.
Xavier Worthy's reportedly out this week.
Yeah, because his
So
teammate
now they're down.
killed him. Isn't that what Mahomes did last year? Didn't Mahomes injure Rashee Rice last year?
Self-inflicted.
These guys just taking
It's
out.
funny that Travis Kelce comes out and said that one's on me. No shit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get out of the way of your shallow crosser.
It's a crazy
What do I
business. I don't know. I'm obviously, as a Buffalo fan, I'm not super hot on the Chiefs in any capacity at all, but they're looking lazy. They're looking slow. And the
they're lazy. I just think they're
Chargers
slow and tired. Not lazy, because they're still trying. Just slow and tired.
trying to hurt their own players. Trying in the wrong way. Yeah, I don't know. Steelers Jets. We took the Steelers. That was one of our hits. We did.
Did not think it was going to turn out like that.
That was
apparently
an odd
Aaron
game.
Rodgers and Justin Fields. Not much to say about the game except for Jets and Steelers both two of the air quotes best defenses in the league on paper, and they both got lit up by average at best quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a lot else to say about that.
It'd be interesting to see if Aaron Rodgers felt a lot more comfortable there than he did his opening at the Jets last year. Pretty clearly out. But I've seen a lot of press of Aaron Rodgers coming into the Jets or into the Steelers, talking about a lot of, I guess, Aaron Rodgers type type talk. It's like I'd really just I want to come in here, and learn, not coming in here to change change stuff. He I think something happened in the off season. Old Rodgers is a changed man, and I think for the
No,
better. I'm bullish on Aaron Rodgers this year. I like it a lot. I like what I'm seeing.
I'm not gonna comment on that, but I'll I'll comment to you off camera about why you're wrong. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and the reason why he hasn't won another Super Bowl is because he is him.
I mean, he's won more than the Vikings, but all right. Uh,
JJ's here.
then we had Bengals at Browns. Another kind of goofy one. Until you look back at some of the past years, the Bengals have been kind of career slow starters, and they actually kind of changed it around this year, and being that they finally won a season opener, if only barely, to the Browns, is a weird bit. But I look back at the last few years, and they haven't even been able to pull this off in the last few years. They actually got a win.
Divisional game on the road. You take the win and move on.
Yeah.
It's concerning that the offense didn't look great, but I think I said it last week that the Browns have they do have a lot of talent on defense. It's just so.
I don't know if it's concerning because when you look back, Jamar Chase won that Triple Crown as a receiver last year, and last year they had a worst opener to the season. He had kind of the same performance. Joe Burrow had kind of the same performance. I don't know if it's concerning that they come out of the gates that shitty each year. I think it's maybe
easier
the biggest
to play
thing,
defense week one than it is to play offense. The
Take.
next time these two play, the Bengals are going to smoke them.
I like that. Panthers at Jags. I think I in a bold move I took Panthers on this one, and I was wrong.
Wrong-o.
That's my first wrong one. I was right on the Chargers. I was wrong on the Panthers. I thought I took too much stock in what Bryce Young looked like at the end of last year. I
did too.
Didn't take enough stock into the Jags might be growing as a franchise. They got a new head coach.
ETN just ran the ball down their throats. ETN looked great. Made a lot less work for Trevor Lawrence. I didn't think Bryce Young was going to go back to Bryce Young at the beginning of last year. That's how bad the game kind of looked.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah. Turnover type of performance. 2 interceptions. It's not great. Yeah, definitely a lot more bearish on Panthers and a lot more bullish on Jacksonville. Another reason for my Panthers pick on that is because the Jags let me down so hard so many times last year. But they did not
remember you just bragging about your London. I remember that London game, and you were so adamant. Gonna go well. It's gonna suck.
And I was right.
I just let you do it, and were you right?
Yeah, I was right about the London stuff because they had two back to back, and whoever they were playing in that second week, I was like, these guys are already over there. Like they've already been there. The jet lag's gone. Like
we didn't bet that because I was like, no, we're not doing. That's what.
Yeah, when you get back to back London games, I think that second one is easier to take. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on them, I guess. Panthers, I don't know if there's anything to say about. They're just bottom of the heap.
Nothing. Yeah.
Giants at Commanders ended. That was another one that I took. I took Giants. I thought there was going to be a Giants upset. Also wrong again.
Most overrated head coach in the NFL is Brian Daboll. He's got, and their GM. They're terrible.
Yeah.
The only reason why Brian Daboll got a head coaching job is because, I coached Josh Allen. Shut up.
Coached him.
Just shut up.
Yeah. Um, Commanders look good. Commanders look solid. Though we are recording this now on Friday, September 12th, which is after the Packers Commanders game. So we can say with a little bit of certainty that maybe the Commanders don't look terrible, but they sure as shit don't look as good as the Packers. You beat
They
the
looked old and
Giants.
slow,
You beat the
and they are old and
Giants,
slow.
and you lost to the Packers in pretty spectacular fashion. Uh,
Score doesn't reflect the game. The commies got stomped on.
yeah. So we got our tier rankings a little bit. Packers, Commies, Giants. Giants at the bottom. Cardinals at Saints. We took the Cardinals. Another one we got right. We could have taken the points on this one. We would have been fine. Cardinals at -6.5, 20-13 final score. I don't know anything about the Saints at all.
Exactly.
I
keep betting against them.
keep betting together. That's our garbage time team of the
until
year.
proven otherwise. Yeah,
Uh,
it is terrible.
Bengals at Browns, we already went through. We already talked about. Raiders at Patriots. We did not
Drake
take.
May looked off.
He did.
Gino looks like Gino.
The Patriots, I had strong. One of those I had stronger feelings for.
If
When you look
if we
back
had
at
picked
this,
that game, I would have picked the Patriots.
yeah, I had Patriots. Patriots were favorites in the game. Drake May slinging 46 pass attempts.
It's too many.
It's,
They drafted Travion Henderson, and you know how I feel about the guy.
and he only had 5 carries.
He should have had 20.
Yeah, that 46 attempts on the day.
You're never gonna win. And I guarantee this next week the Patriots are gonna down the Dolphins' throat.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel, he's gonna take that team in all day long because look what happened last week. Yeah, we're fine. We'll run it 25 plus times, and that's exactly what's about to happen. Mike Vrabel is just gonna pass down the.
Yeah. I think if
Drake
anything,
Drake May, I would be shocked. Drake May gets 32 to 30 pass. I'd be shocked.
I would say if anything, this is a better sales pitch for the Patriots for me.
Yeah.
Having come that close to, I don't know if you know the Raiders. So their quarterback Geno Smith, last year at this point, led the league in passing yards. And I don't know if you
stop telling me about that.
I don't know if you know this, but as it stands right now, or I guess not right now because we're on Friday. We've had a Thursday game. Yesterday, before the Thursday game, through week 1, Geno Smith was sitting second in the league for passing yards, only behind Josh Allen, our boy, who had a stellar fourth quarter performance.
You've only told me about that stat 400 times since last year.
I'm never going to let you forget it. 49ers at Seahawks.
Seahawks showed their defense. The Seahawks defense is real.
Yeah, who they were defending against.
I think they have the best secondary in the league. Their defense is looking like
is it Legion of Boom 2.0?
It's not far off.
Yeah.
The Seahawks defense is real.
Nothing to scoff at.
No.
That's something to look forward to. Even with the loss in the game.
They looked impressive to me.
How about Sam Darnold? Did he look at home or did he look out of sorts?
Sam Darnold looked like Sam Darnold. Games on the, and then he got strip sacked when it mattered.
Gotcha. So TBD, but
defense is real. Offense still a little bit of question mark.
I think again maybe a bigger pitch for 49ers because now they are out Kittle They're out. Brock Purdy. Um,
Is Juwan Jennings out?
Juwan Jennings is out.
He is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I think Brian had Juwan Jennings on his team as well. Was it
Sure.
for everybody who doesn't know? There is a guy in our fantasy league who every day it seems like he has had another player go out in his team. He's just lost everybody. So he's got.
Yeah, he's got the
He had.
ambulances are his Uber ride right now.
He had. Is it Jaden or Jalen Reed, the Green Bay wide receiver? Is it Jaden?
Jaden.
Jaden Reed. So that's the most recent. Jaden Reed, who has I think a broken collarbone. I saw. So he has him on his team. He was his replacement. He also has Dallas Goedert, who's apparently out. Xavier Worthy, Brock Purdy. He had Jennings. He's already dropped him. He's got an empty spot on his bench. Brian is
Falling apart.
he's just losing it.
Barely breathing.
I think I saw before he dropped him though. I think Jennings was either out or questionable, which whatever, grain of salt, but 49ers I think that's been the case for them for the last few years, is that they're only as good as their most injured player, and it's everybody. Every year it's somebody different who's just hurt and out for the season for whatever reason. And at that point, well, you're not a good team anymore, because you might be a good player, but if you can't stay healthy, then you're not a good player anymore.
I get what you're saying, but it's Niners at Saints. Niners -3.
Yeah, for the upcoming, I don't hold grain of salt, but
I'm still I'll bet against the Saints until the Saints tell me.
the Saints came out of the gates last year thinking having everybody think that they were going to win the division. They were going to they're going to do everything.
Just scoring 45 points a game the first.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Almost at the end of our week one here. Titans at Broncos. I was pretty upset, honestly. I've gone pretty heavy into the Bo Nix hype. I like Bo Nix a lot, and I don't know. This is one of those, I guess, kind of questionable week one games, and everybody had them, so it's all with a pretty big giant grain of salt on whether this is Bo Nix regression, sophomore slump, or if just a fluke game one of the season, and he gets it back under. They made it to the playoffs last year. They had a good season. Bo Nix was firing on all cylinders. He's got the same weapons. Everything's still happening, and they come out and have that kind of opening game. Come away with the dub, but it's weird to see. I am banking on it just being a kind of a fluke game. I think Bo Nix comes back out next week and turns it around.
Was that an afternoon game?
I
think it was. Well, either way, I'm more impressed with seeing the Titans show up.
Cam Ward had a pretty good first outing.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, Cam Ward for the team he's on, for the expectations that were put there, he looked pretty good. Certainly not terrible. I don't know. I still, even at the end of this game, seeing how good he did versus how good the Broncos did. The Broncos defense was the star of that game, I think. But I'm still pretty heavy on the Broncos. I think the Broncos only go up from here. They just tighten it up a little bit. And I think Titans, as good as they may have looked, I don't think that's going to be the norm. I think they were looking good against. I don't know. Tough to say.
You want to say lesser team.
No, because I think Cam Ward and the Titans playing the Broncos defense is maybe nothing to scoff at. I think he looked as good as he could against that kind of defense. And the defense was good. So I don't know. I'll maybe just put a big old question mark over Titans. But I'm putting an exclamation point over Broncos. I think they're going to get better. I hope. I hope they're going to get better. Lions at Packers. Already covered the Packers a little bit. Packers are the number one team in the NFC. Hands down, bar none.
The disassembly of the Lions is already showing.
Yeah.
You can't lose two coordinators, two of the best coordinators. And on top of that, like 8 assistant coaches. And I think it's going to continue. Who do they play this? They play
Bears.
the Bears. So it says Lions -6. I'd take the Bears with 6 + 6 because I think the Bears, they're going to take some pressure off of Caleb a heck of a lot more. I would take the Bears with 6 points all day long. Until the Lions, I don't know, because Caleb, we'll get into that game. We'll get to the Bears talk.
Yeah.
Caleb didn't look as bad as they're saying. Yeah, he had some missed open throws, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Regardless of what I say in the group chat to your brother.
Chris?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it turns out with the Lions, the Jets, and the Bears. I guess there's something more to be said about the Lions and the Bears being in the same division, but that trio of folks splitting up, who makes the biggest impact at the end of it? Who ends up being better off?
Everybody loves Dan Campbell, but at the end of the day, he's a rah-rah inspirational coach. He's not an X's and O's guy. And
yeah, but apparently
he lost all of his X's and O's.
Apparently, at the beginning of his tenure with the Lions, he was the one making all the offensive calls. He was the one who was down in the trenches doing all that stuff before Ben Johnson ever showed up.
So you mean when they went 0-16?
He started coaching after that.
I'm just kidding.
He came in after their losing years and started turning around. I think get correct if I'm wrong, but he started turning everything around before Ben Johnson was ever there.
No.
Yep. That's true business.
I would think differently about the Lions if their two coordinators, offense and defense, they were both internal hires. And you need outward exterior coaches. You can't just keep interior hiring. And that's why the Lions just have no chance this year.
Yeah.
They just promoted a couple of internal. They didn't bring any fresh blood. And so basically they have the exact same guys. It's like losing a first, second. This bad hiring practices by them. And it's going to show as the year goes on.
Then we go to Texans at Rams. And I will be the first to tell you I didn't watch this game at all. I didn't watch a single snap of it. No idea what happened. I think I would have imagined the Rams winning this one, but I don't have any good intel on Rams or Texans. Got nothing to say about it.
At that point of the day, pretty hammered. And I had Red Zone on, so I don't have a lot to input either.
So we're going to put a big old question mark over Texans and Rams.
Operator error.
9-14. Rams are 1-0. That's all we need to know. Dude, how about our first two primetime games of the week are our teams? I got some new swag in today.
This is new.
I got my Bills rivalries jersey. Yeah, we're sitting It's your boy, Josh Allen. It's a sick jersey. I'm super
Mine
excited
is
about it.
also somewhat new.
You're
Uh,
iced out, and you're
Iced up.
JJ
JJ.
McCarthy. There
Got
we
this for
go.
Father's Day.
Yes. I had to buy mine for myself because, yeah. Ravens at Bills. I just it was it was an
They ask you how
exciting
you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
it was an
They're not
exciting
really
game.
fine.
It was a good game. I have some deep concerns about Buffalo, and we'll see if they come to fruition. Their biggest thing last year and the year before was their defense, and it does not appear that they've really solved that all that much. They started making some plays, but the only reason they won that game was Ed Oliver's strip. Was that
He's out this week.
and he's out now. Was that Derrick Henry fumble is the only reason that they won that game. And the only reason that they beat them in the playoffs last year was because of the turnovers. Relying on another team to make mistakes so that you can pull ahead is not a winning strategy. As much as it may work in the short term, the Bills once again
I
they
disagree
proved
thoroughly with that.
they proved that they could put up the points, but when it matters, it's not going to matter. I don't think. I think
When you have Josh Allen as your quarterback, you are just waiting for the other team to make a mistake. Yeah, okay, so they lost in a close game to the Kansas City Chiefs last playoffs.
and the
Fine.
one before that, and the one before that.
But the Ravens keep shooting themselves in the foot as throughout the years, but if you have Josh Allen, you're just waiting for the other team to make a mistake. These games are going to fall the Bills' way eventually, especially the big games in the playoffs. So I would be concerned about it. Yes, they didn't. They tried to draft that cornerback, but he got hurt.
Maxwell Hairston.
He got hurt, so they're attempting to, but they should have brought in. They should have gone for Micah Parsons.
Apparently, they were one of the people on the calls to maybe get him. I guess that did not go well, but
They didn't want the first rounders.
this Bills Ravens game one, it feels very much Bills as last year, where their only saving grace is throwing the cape on Josh Allen, which as much as everybody likes to see and everybody wants to praise Josh Allen, I don't think putting the team on the quarterback's back every single game is a winning.
You sure about that?
Is a winning thing. And honestly, I don't know if you can tell me I'm wrong because they have been put in this situation in the playoffs, in the AFC Championship, year after year, and it's proven to not get them over the hump. It gets them there, but it doesn't get them over the hump because the rest of the pieces are not firing on all cylinders.
I understand the concern, but if there was no such thing as Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen would already be up there with Tom Brady for greatest quarterback ever, and they would for sure have at least one Super Bowl win.
Yeah, that's a pretty little hypothetical world you've put together.
Yeah, but
there is a Patrick
spot
Mahomes
to be in. But it's still a good spot to be in, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's good and fine. It's weird to see similar patterns year after year, and you already know what the outcome of those patterns bring. So it's week one, and it doesn't mean the world, but it's concerning to see those same patterns pop up week one because is it going to be the same as it was in all these years past?
I understand your concern. Not everybody has a great quarterback. Josh Allen's fine, but J.J. McCarthy is already going down as the GOAT. Let's go!
Yeah, as we get to our last game of week one, Vikings at Bears, barely squeaking out a win for maybe the same reason. Hold on, we gotta get on the skull cap. It's almost there.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was just talking about how great J.J. McCarthy was.
I bet. Whatever you said is absolutely right. He is that great.
I mean, if we're talking about fourth quarter, J.J. McCarthy, he's one of the GOATs. If we're talking about
He is the GOAT.
first half, J.J. McCarthy, he's one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life.
I understand. People keep saying that, but you know what? Dude went 20 straight months without playing a single game. Came back from an injury. His wife just had her baby today. Congratulations. He's under some pressure. Leave the guy alone. The second he got comfortable, he was John fucking Elway out there, slinging it.
I stood up for J.J. McCarthy a whole bunch before he ever played, and I'm gonna have the same reasoning when I shit on him. Is that as a rookie quarterback, you didn't have to play, so you didn't get that first year of getting shit on for being bad, for being a college QB in the NFL. But you did have a year to sit under an NFL quarterback of
And then
any
he went 20
caliber.
months without playing a single time. And once he got comfortable, slinging it around, I just choked on a beer. Hold on.
My bit is that I don't know why it took him 3 quarters to get comfortable. He's been around this for an entire season, and so my concern with J.J. McCarthy is, are we going to get first half or second half J.J. McCarthy going forward?
I think
Quick
he's
answer
played
is second half, but
yeah, I think he's gonna be closer. So let's call the first 3 quarters a 1, and you call the fourth quarter a 10. I think he's gonna fall on an average in that 7-ish range.
that's above average.
He's gonna be in that. He's gonna be consistent. He threw that pass to Justin Jefferson on a rope. He chucked that in.
It's a dime
Holy
piece.
buckets!
Right down the middle through
Oh,
double
man.
coverage? Come on.
It's not a good completion unless he forced it through triple coverage.
Remember that. On the other hand, it was such a weird game to watch because those two quarterbacks just flip-flop places. Caleb Williams looked so good out of the gates, and JJ looked so bad. And then in the second half, they just swapped places. Caleb fell apart, and JJ tightened up.
And what's concerning there is, as most people know, your first 15 to 20 plays on offense are all scripted. This is what we're implementing throughout the week. This is our first 15 plays.
Yeah.
And once you got past that 15th play, Caleb Williams fell apart. His accuracy went to shit. He had one good pass to Rome Odunze on the sideline where he threw that on a rope. That was a absolute velocity throw.
Yeah.
Other than that, he was inaccurate. He floated balls. He got antsy in the pantsy. He lost his footwork, and he started taking hits. That first half, he wasn't taking hits. He was comfortable. After that, and it's the exact opposite with McCarthy. Once you got off of that game plan script, he dialed in.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you might argue that the game plan script for McCarthy was just written wrong. Let the dude sling it. Let him throw some balls.
And I think as we watched, because we watched the game together, I think I said that. I said, let him throw some downfield. Let him get comfortable.
Yeah, because all the beginning stuff was
kept throwing
weird
screen
little
passes and swings and
yeah.
quick hits. Once they opened it up and got the run game going, he looked good.
Yeah, he looked good. Your boy Mason. Is it Mason? Mason looked
Jordan
good.
Mason. I love Jordan Mason.
Aaron Jones, he had some flashes of greatness there towards the end, but
he's just too old.
I would agree.
I love Aaron Jones,
Mason
but it's time to go.
Mason's the future for that
He is.
position. Vikings, all in all, looked pretty good. I'd be a little more worried for the Bears.
I agree.
If I had to say some positive things about it, Caleb Williams being able to get out of the pocket and just evade capture
He did good.
was impressive to see. It's sad that you had to see it so many times. Like somebody just block for him. Like anybody putting up any fight in front of him. But when that pocket collapsed, his ability to get out of there, his situational awareness, seeing those guys around him was was pretty impressive. I don't know if that's
other-
a winning strategy, but he did a good job of just getting out
Their
of
schedule doesn't. Their schedule doesn't have. I mean, your first game of the year in prime time, and you're playing against Brian Flores' defense. That's a tough order, even at home.
there. Yeah.
Now they're going to play the Lions this week. It's going to get a lot easier.
Yeah. So with that, we are moving to this week's
Let's go.
games, and
Dude,
now
let's get
that
some
we've
picks
had some time to kind of look at and talk about the team's performance in the last week, and then we go to this one. Obviously, we missed our Thursday game. We're recording on Friday, the 12th. We know the outcome. Packers, I guess I'll say, beat the brakes off the Commanders, which is crazy now that they have pretty confidently beat the number one scoring offense of last year. They beat the team that made the NFC Championship last year. So we missed them this week, but next week, Packers, something to look at.
Yep.
Otherwise, we've got all Sunday games. We got 2 Monday games. So we're just going to start at the top. We're going to go through.
Let's do this.
These are different. All right. Starting at the top of the list, as far as the list I put together, it's Giants at Cowboys. Cowboys minus 4.5. Across the board, I think we've got Cowboys. Giants have shown us no signs of anything. They're kind of in a restructuring period, and the Cowboys have maybe flinted some greatness here in this week 1. Obviously, we are skipping over the point spreads altogether. I don't even know why I put it on here, but
just for information.
Yeah, just for informational purposes.
I'm just going to say this. CD Lamb, a lot of people don't remember this, but when Jamar Chase was a rookie, it was preseason and training camp. He was dropping every single ball in practice. He was dropping every ball in preseason, and everybody was terrified. This is our first round receiver. And then
they talked about it in the press conference a bunch, and Joe Burrow's like, I'm not worried.
Yeah. Same thing with CD Lamb this week. I think they're going to throw it to this motherfucker 12, 13 times. I think the Cowboys, the way they played against Philly, they're going to stomp on the Giants. Easy, at-home pick. I am comfortable taking the Cowboys this week. Easy
Cowboys
bet.
outright. I like the Cowboys too. I liked just CD came out with his little presser and said, "Yeah, it's all on me. It ain't gonna happen again."
It's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, all in it for CD and the Cowboys. Easy dub for the Cowboys at home. Get their shit back on track.
Not much to say about this game, honestly. Until the Giants show any form of life, I think this is
until they start
smoked.
Until they start
giving it Cam Scatterboo.
Until they start Cam and Jackson Dart, we ain't talking about the Giants.
Correct.
Our second game. It's the only thing you could ever say about this is that it's a divisional game, but nobody cares about that. It's Bills by 1,000,000.
Bills win.
Bills by 1,000,000.
Nothing to really discuss here. Jets defense was supposed to be better than it was, and Aaron Rodgers just lit them up for 4 touchdowns. There's nothing to talk about here. Moving on.
I think the Jets going forward, knowing that I think Justin Fields appears to be a little bit better fit for them than Aaron Rodgers was last year.
Well.
They're not going to beat the Bills, but going forward, they might be something to look at. Not this week, Jets. Not this week.
Not this week.
Another almost feels like a gimme game, which I'll tell you, anytime they feel like gimme games, I always want to kind of lean on the conspiracy side of things. Browns at Ravens.
Nothing to talk about. We're not doing the spread this week.
But Ravens by 1,000,000.
Gotta hold my Jesus. No, so last year when we bet the Ravens Browns game, we took the points. I think it was like -9 or something like that, and we took the -9. And was it Humphrey that dropped the interception to seal our win?
I don't
I
remember.
can't remember what happened, but right after that, then Jameis Winston came out and threw a touchdown pass, and we lost the bet because of it. But if he would have just had that interception, so no, not taking the points. Ravens straight up.
Ravens straight
Moving
up.
on.
I think
Not even arguing.
no. I like straight up. I do think that Ravens are going to win by 50 points. I think Ravens hit the over under by themselves on this game. So I think Derrick Henry has got a bone to pick with whoever he sees next. So I'm taking Bengals with the points. Bengals, Browns. Just kidding. Next up, classic Rams, classic Titans. I just like Rams.
I don't like this game at all. I think that if this was a standalone pick one, I would take the Titans with the points.
Really?
Yep. Mark
Is
my
that
words.
is that faith in the Titans or is it disbelief in the Rams?
Traveling. They're traveling on the road. Uh, it's just I don't know. I just get this gut feeling that Cam's going to keep them in most games, and they're at home. It's his debut at home. 5.5 feels like a lot. If I was betting spreads by its, or if I was betting this game, I would take the Titans with points, and that's why I'd rather just stay away from this game because it's so hard to bet against Puka, and the Rams defense is good, but so this is more of a stay away game to me than it is anything else. I don't. There's a reason why it's only 5.5 points. The what does Colin Cowherd say? Vegas is an honesty broker.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't share your sentiment. I think the Rams is the better team, and they've got a better coach, and there's zero reason not to believe that they're going to take this game away.
Well, let's see. That's what the points. So let's just see what else we come up with our parlay. If we're short one, then I'm fine with the Rams.
Yeah.
But there's an upset every week in this. Every single week in the NFL, there's always 1 to 2 upsets, and for me, this feels like one of them.
It's going to be the Browns beating the Ravens.
Probably.
Derrick Henry fumbles
Gotta hold my
twice.
Jesus chain. Don't you put that on me?
We got Jags at Bengals. This one for me
Interesting.
is that game. I don't particularly like this game because I think the Bengals are a good team, but they have a slow start and they have a bad defense. And the Jags are really looking like a more cohesive unit than they did last year.
I actually like the points scored for this game.
Oh, we don't do that. Yeah, this is so Jags at Bengals. This is the highest over under for the week at 49.5.
I think 3 touchdowns each team and then a field goal to seal it off. Puts you close.
It's a lot. This one, everything else aside, just picking a winner of the game.
Suck.
Just picking a winner for this game seems like a coin flip. I don't. Well, obviously, I'm kind of rooting for the Jags just because I've got ETN on my fantasy team. So outside of that, that to me is my stay away game for the week.
Okay. Let's see what else we got.
Bears at Lions. Maybe another stay away. I don't know.
I like the Bears with the points. It's actually at 6.5 as we're live now. We put this spread together before, obviously, but Bears are at 6.5 now.
Oof. Obviously, though, as we've already stated, because of last week, we are not doing anything with points. We are picking winners of games. And if you were just picking the winner of this game, neither of these teams really managed to show up last week. I feel we're split on this. You have Bears as a winner. I've got Lions.
Yeah, I like the Bears this week, and you're gonna give me 6.5 points if you go down the points route. Because we're not fighting the points. By taking the points, I mean we're not taking the favorite, in my opinion. I think the Bears are going to win straight up. The Bears are going to run the ball like crazy. They're going to take some pressure off of Caleb Williams. And I just don't, as I said earlier in this episode, I don't see the Lions fixing their coaching issues. Like, the team is ready to completely fall apart, in my opinion.
No, I think
they're getting their. I think the Bears are getting their corners back.
So we've got the same thoughts, but we are on the opposite side of it. I think the Lions start to get their shit together and the Bears get worse. You think the Bears get their shit together and the Lions get worse?
Correct.
Yeah. We give that chunk of the NFC North another week to marinate, and we'll come back to it later.
It's a tough division to pick through.
Yeah, unless it's the Packers. Packers always win.
49ers Garoppolo versus the Saints.
Here's another one that we are split down the middle on. I've got Saints. I think
they're going to hand it to Christian McCaffrey 40 times and go home.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Except for on the 15th time he gets hurt again. He already had.
Garoppolo is the best backup quarterback in the league.
Oh, he might be now.
I personally think Kittle's
Daniel Jones was last year when he was your backup.
I like the Niners. I think they're just going to run it 40 times and go home. Fred Warner's healthy finally.
I don't know if they
Pierce
can.
Hall looked great last week.
Here's the thing: Pierce Hall is the only player left on their team. You say what you want about Christian McCaffrey. He had an injury scare before Week 1 that ended up not being anything, and he came out and played. But it's still how long? It seems like how long until he gets hurt, and these other guys aren't coming back.
Let me ask you this. Who do you trust more, the Niners defense or the Saints offense?
I guess just by total names I know, I'd have to go with Saints offense.
Get out of town.
I know the name Chris Olave. I know the name Alvin Kamara.
I think this is turning into a stay away game, but Niners are going to smoke them. Saints are the worst team in the league.
Did you say Jimmy Garoppolo?
It's not Jimmy?
It's Mac Jones.
That's right. Oh, I'm thinking of, where is he at?
I don't even know where Jimmy G's at these days.
This is the second week in a row I messed up a name.
No, it's Mac Jones. I just wanted to look at some of these stats. Christian McCaffrey last week had 22 carries for 69 yards.
Oh, he's the Rams backup. I knew that.
Jimmy G. This might be wrong, but is Christian McCaffrey maybe getting past the point where we can start saying he's past his prime?
He played awesome last week. He had
22 carries. 22 carries for 69 yards total, averaging 3 yards a carry.
And some receptions. Against a good defense. This defense is nothing compared to the Seahawks defense.
I'm heavier on the Saints side. We're gonna leave that one out. We're getting pretty far down the line here. We don't agree on a lot of these. That's a weird week.
Yeah, what's next?
This one's easier. Seahawks at Steelers.
This one's not easier.
We're both thinking Steelers, but it is a close game. Seahawks might actually have the defense that the Jets were supposed to have. Might actually put Aaron in his place. This is our lowest over-under total points for the week at 39.5. I think people expecting this to be
This is the ugly game that we thought the Jets Steelers last week was going to be.
this will be it.
I think so. I could see Sam Darnold throwing a pick six this game,
Yeah.
but other than that, I don't. I'd rather look at what other options do we have left for this week, because we only got 3 games picked so far.
We've got a few though. We got some. There's some good things coming up. I like the rest of it. Patriots at Dolphins.
Patriots,
I like this one.
Patriots.
I like
Nothing.
this one, and I think if we take it with the points, just because we are expecting them, I think if we take it with the points, we get a little extra bump in our overall.
Let's see what the bump is.
It's maybe not enough to justify it, but it's everything against Dolphins, I think, at this point.
Okay, so straight up, we get to 339 with the Patriots points. We're at 309.
Oh, so it's better without the points.
Yeah, because you're getting a 1.5.
Okay. So straight up it is. Feels like an easy one.
Or just take the 2 points if it's so close.
It's not going to be close. I think Patriots beat them by more than the Colts did.
Mike Vrabel is not letting this goofball in Miami beat them.
Mike Vrabel is not going to let this. Oh, what did Rex Ryan the other day call him? McGenius. He's not going to let McGenius beat him. He's not going to start the year 0-2.
This is what bothers me. I've been thinking about this a lot this week, and I wanted to stay away from the Dolphins altogether because the second we bet them is the week Tyreek goes off for 3 touchdowns and goes just nuts. So I guess we're gonna find out.
If he's going to come back, it is not in week 2.
Okay.
If he's going to come back, it's going to be after he gets traded to another team.
I think the Patriots and the Colts are basically the same team. Physical and run the ball. I think the Patriots come out of this one fine.
Yeah.
I am worried about that. I've been thinking about it all week. If we pick the Dolphins, the Dolphins are going to be trash all year. But the second we bet this game is when the Dolphins go nuts.
They're going to turn it around.
The game doesn't scare me to pick the Patriots, but it scares me that the Dolphins are in my brain right now. All I can see is this goofball with glasses looking up on the field. Oh, let's throw it to Tyreek, and he goes off for 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm taking it. I'm in.
I get it.
Can we just have the points since it's so close anyways? Make me feel a little better.
No.
Fine.
Next up, I think another easy one for both of us after seeing what they did last week. Panthers at Cardinals.
Nothing to talk about here.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
All day and all night. Cardinals looking good. Panthers not looking good. That's pretty much it. Was kind of the end of it. I was expecting more out of the I guess we already talked about that in Panthers last week's game, but there was not a lot of action for anybody on the Panthers side of the ball.
So as it stands right now, we've got 5 picks, but we're only at plus 483.
Yeah, I think that's because we're taking pretty heavy favorites on most of these things.
We gotta catch a dub.
Fly Cardinals fly, or whatever their thing is. Next up, to me,
is it Call of Duty weekend? Is there double XP this weekend?
Hold on a second. When Black Ops 7 come out.
Release date? Usually it's October, November.
November 14th is the Call of Duty Black
Okay.
Ops
Mark
7.
safe from Double Token Weekend. Go Kyler Murray.
Hold on. Also, when does Battlefield 6? Because he might be playing that. That's October 10th. So for safety reasons, we have to quit betting on the Cardinals about October 10th.
Okay.
Which
let's take some Kyler.
Which is week 6.
Okay. Mark safe from video games.
We can't bet on the Cardinals in week 6 going forward. You already know who I'm picking.
It's just such an interesting game. I don't like it.
I'm not going to pick it at all. I also have the numbers wrong in here. It's I think anyways. It's minus.
It moved to 2.5. I adjusted on the spreadsheet.
Okay, so it's at a 2.5 now.
Yeah, it's at 2.5 now.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this one, just on the fact that I want to see more Bo Nix.
I want to see more,
and I want to see more of the
before
Colts.
I bet them.
Yeah.
The
same reasoning for both of them. See if that week 1 was a fluke or if what we're gonna see going forward. Let these two duke it out and see what it turns into. Should be a good matchup though. I think should be good. Next up, Eagles at Chiefs.
Chiefs are getting destroyed.
I hope so. I've got Eagles for this one hands down. I don't want to put money on it though.
I do want to put money on it because I'm a degenerate gambler.
I don't. I don't know. I've got an argument for both sides of this. So
before we even get into this, let's see what else we have. Because right now we're at plus 483.
We've got 3 more games.
Let's take a peek at those quick. We'll come back to this one.
Falcons at Vikings. I'm 100% confident on taking Vikings on this one.
I'm not. When the line came out, it was Falcons plus 5.5, and I would have taken that all day long. But now it's down to 3.5. And what Vikings team is coming out? Are they coming out the first half against the Bears, or are they coming out second half against the Bears? Because the Vikings defense second half was swarming. But they also lost Blake Cashman, their starting linebacker on defense. Penix is mobile just like Caleb, except
worse.
I think he's better, but I think Penix tossed the ball around a ton last week, didn't he?
Penix in week 1 against the Bucks. We got 27 completions out of 42 attempts for 300 yards and 1 touchdown. Otherwise, Bijan Robinson, 12 carries for 24 yards. Your boy, Kyle Pitts, 7 receptions on 8 targets for 59 yards. Yeah, he was throwing that ball all over the place. Who knows who was getting it? I think the highest scoring fantasy player on the Falcons last week was Yun Hoku, if I remember right. I'm not scared of the Falcons. I also think that the Vikings defense is a league above the Buccaneers defense. I think they're going to give him a lot harder time. So what little he was able to do to lose to the Buccaneers, I think he takes a bigger loss.
So you want to take? I'll take the Vikings. You know how emotional I was during that Bears game. It was tough for me to watch, and now we're throwing money on it. I try to stay away from the games I'm emotionally attached to, but I'd rather take the Eagles over the Chiefs than the Vikings over the Falcons.
Eagles over Chiefs seems like a weird one because honestly, both teams kind of played like shit in their opener. But I feel like the Chiefs got a little chip on their shoulder. They got something to prove.
We're living in a world where the Chiefs could start 0-2.
I love that. I'm rooting for the dude. You come come Sunday afternoon. That's not even a primetime game, is it? No,
It's the game of the week.
That's a 3:30 game. Come 3:30, I'm fly Eagles fly. Dude, I'm putting face paint on and everything.
Let's bet it.
We got 2 more games left.
Are we taking the Vikings?
We'll see. I got Bucks at Texans. I'm a big Bake Baker supporter. I like him a lot.
I like the over on this game.
Cool. Neat.
We can bet it.
No, we can't. I don't know. I didn't watch a whole lot of either of these teams last week, so I just got to look at the numbers and make some bold assessments. They're both middle of the road teams, but it's at Houston. I don't have any strong feelings. Nothing's pulling me one way or another.
I don't have any strong feelings about this game either. I do about the next Monday night game.
Chargers, hands down, bar none.
I think that's an easy one. So
I like Chargers, even after the Raiders show out last week, even after Geno Smith being second in the league for passing yards after week 1, by the way.
With the Chargers, we're at plus 798, so be a 224 payout
on a $20.
25.
25, yeah. I don't mind it. That's a win. That's a dub. That's a 10x of your money. And honestly, on a quick roll
throw
through,
in the Eagles, and that jumps us up to $400.
On a quick roll through, Rams at Titans. Rams at Titans feels like a better bet than Eagles and Chiefs to me.
It's worse. So Rams gets us to 1197.
Yeah, not talking about the number it gets us to. The extra pick being easier. I don't feel Eagles and Chiefs is such a cut and dry easy decision. I am rooting for the Eagles, and I have Eagles as my pick, but I am not confident enough in that outcome
I'm fine with that.
to put it in.
I'll take the Rams.
I'm fine with what we have now, with our 6 we have now. Nothing else, because everything else we're kind of at terms with. We're at odds with. Then we just take the 6. We're 10xing. If we 10x every week, we're fine. That's a winning week. We got to have it dub. It's where we get into trouble.
Cool.
Where we got into trouble last week. We needed that extra pick in there to make it a little bit better payout, and our extra pick was the fucking Dolphins.
Well, what concerned me is I still need to get past is it's sounding like Stafford's back is fine. And so I just need to stop.
Even if he's not, look at who their backup quarterback is.
Jimmy G.
I'm
down with taking the Rams.
Dude. I would just leave it off. I would leave it off because I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk into something that ends up being the one loser on there. I think we've agreed on 6 picks. We can leave the 6 picks. I think we take those 6 and we get a 6-team dub for the week, and we call it good. And then we come back next week and we've got a little more wiggle room. We got a little ants in our pants, because we
That's fine. Let's do it.
can make the pick. So, what we're at. Just gonna put this up quick. Do you have the numbers on here already?
I can add them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change them. I just copy and pasted week 1. But obviously we missed commies at Packers. But we've got Cowboys over the Giants. And again, we are not doing any of the spread stuff this week. But we've got Cowboys. We've got Bills over the Jets. We've got Ravens over the Browns. Patriots over the Dolphins. Cardinals over the Panthers. Chargers over the Raiders. That feels like a good start. A good lineup. Also, we added in another column down here that is Caitlin's picks. And
yes, we didn't have to use them.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, she oddly picked pretty close to what we would have. She does have the Browns upsetting the Ravens. That's pretty huge. She's got Titans over Rams. That's pretty huge. Well, not pretty huge, but that's different. She's got Bengals over Jags. We both took Jags. She's got Bears. She's got Saints. I got Saints. Yeah, I think if the Browns win, she's a genius. She's a guru. And we have to start listening to everything she says.
Yep. Season total, we're started at 200. We're down to 175. We're betting $25 this week. Ticket value is 226, so we're trying to 10x our money. We took the Cowboys over the Giants. We took the Bills over the Jets. Took the Ravens over the Browns. The Patriots over the Dolphins. Cardinals over the Panthers. And Chargers over the Raiders. And all those bets are straight up bets.
Straight.
Straight.
Yeah.
And for one parlay.
I like it.
Yep. I would change one thing if I could. No. I want to add in the Rams, but if you want to be conservative, let's do it.
No, I think we
do it. I feel comfortable with it, so let's just. I'm good with either one, but as of now, this is a good bet.
I think we leave them off. We leave them off because it's just every time we get into trouble, it's where we
get greedy.
We try to add in another team because, if we just add this one game, we could have a pretty good payout. And we're like, we kind of like this game. We went through, and these were the 6 games across the board we didn't have any questions about. So let's keep the 6. And if the Rams win, the Rams win. We can feel better about them next week. But, as it stands right now, 10x in your money ain't nothing to scoff at. So
Broncos country, let's ride.
You goddamn right. Broncos going to win this week.
We're not picking.
I'm picking. We are going to start that too. Going forward, I guess from this week on, we are going to start keeping track of our picks. And I think most of the time we're pretty together. We're different on Bears and Lions. We're different on 49ers and Saints. We're different on Dolphins and Patriots. We're different on Texans and Bucks. So we do have a couple of different ones in there. So we're going to start keeping track of our overalls. And that's going to be kind of our bragging rights as we go forward. Who has more games right?
Good.
Yeah. All that being said, that's the end of it. It is Friday. We've got one Saturday to suffer through, and then finally we can get into our Sunday games. No early games. I can't wait until we get into the overseas stuff. So we have, when who am I kidding? I wake up at noon anyways. This means nothing to me. When I wake up on Sunday... When I wake up on Sunday, there will be a game on TV.
Let's go.
It's going to be great.
We'll
see how it all pans out. And I don't have anything going on next week, so we can get back at it on Tuesday, hopefully. Get our next pick out, and hopefully pick up that Thursday game this next week. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of it.
Peace out.
For everybody tuning in, thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you next week and let you know how it all went. Thanks for stopping by in the meantime.